wake up.
You wake up to birds chirping outside your window, the sun peeking over the horizon, signaling the start of a new day. But as you go about your morning routine, you notice something peculiar. The clock on your wall is ticking backward, the hands retracing their steps in defiance of everything you've ever known. Panic sets in as you realize that time, the fundamental constant of your life, has suddenly reversed its flow. In this alternate reality, relationships unravel as lovers part ways, moving from bitter recriminations back to the sweet beginnings of romance. Buildings crumble and rise from their rubble, echoing the cyclical nature of history. Birth becomes a precursor to death, with the elderly growing younger by the day, their wisdom fading into innocence. What happens to our perception of cause and effect when effects precede their causes? The very notion of progress is called into question. In a world where time moves backward, progress becomes regress, innovation gives way to obsolescence, and growth is synonymous with decay. What does this mean for human ambition, for our relentless pursuit of improvement and advancement? Do we resign ourselves to the cyclical nature of existence, or do we redefine progress in the face of temporal reversal? On a personal level, the implications are equally profound. How do we reconcile our past selves with our future selves when the past is yet to come? Memories, once steadfast anchors in the river of time, become ephemeral wisps, fading into oblivion as they journey back to their origins. The concept of identity is thrown into disarray as we grapple with the notion of becoming who we once were, shedding the layers of experience that define us in the present. But amidst this existential turmoil, there is also beauty to be found in the reverse flow of time. Moments of joy and sorrow are not lost to the ravages of forgetfulness, but rather rediscovered in the unfolding tapestry of existence. The pain of loss is tempered by the anticipation of reunion, as loved ones return from the depths of memory to walk alongside us once more. Every sunset becomes a prelude to sunrise, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always the promise of a new beginning. In contemplating the reversal of time, we are forced to confront our deepest fears and aspirations. What if every mistake we've ever made could be undone with a simple twist of fate? What if every moment of happiness could be relived? Entropy, a concept originating from thermodynamics, can be thought of as a measure of disorder or randomness in a system. According to the second law of thermodynamics, in a closed system, the entropy of the system tends to increase over time. This increase in entropy implies that systems naturally move from states of order to states of disorder. For instance, when an ice cube melts into water, or when a gas expands to fill its container, entropy increases as the system becomes more disordered. In a world where time moves backward, entropy would decrease over time, leading to a reversal of natural processes. This challenges our intuitive understanding of how the universe operates, as we are accustomed to experiencing time in a linear fashion where entropy tends to increase. In a world where time flows backward, the psychological implications would be nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine waking up each morning to find memories fading like echoes into the distance, events unfolding in reverse, and the very essence of who you are unraveling with each passing moment. This reversal of time wouldn't just alter our perception of the world, it would fundamentally reshape our understanding of ourselves and our place within the universe. Our memories are forming the bedrock of our sense of self, but in a world where time moves backward, these memories would start to fray and unravel, slipping away into a future that becomes increasingly entangled with the past. The very foundation of our identity would be called into question. This erosion of memory would not only challenge our sense of self, but also disrupt our perception of the world around us. The emotional impact of this temporal reversal would be profound. Happy memories, once cherished for the joy they brought, would now carry the weight of impending loss as we anticipate their eventual undoing. Similarly, painful experiences, instead of fading into the past, would linger like shadows cast by a setting sun, haunting us with their persistent presence. This constant flux between joy and sorrow, hope and despair, would take a toll on our mental well-being, leaving us grappling with feelings of anxiety, depression, and existential dread. In a world where time moves backward, the notion of responsibility becomes murky. If actions can be undone and their consequences erased, how do we attribute moral culpability? Are we accountable for the mistakes of our past selves, or do we exist in a state of perpetual innocence, free from the burdens of our actions? In our current understanding of morality, justice is often viewed as a means of restoring balance and righting wrongs. But if time were to move backward, would the concept of justice lose its meaning? Would punishments become futile exercises in futility, as crimes are erased from existence before they can be met with consequence? In our conventional understanding of time's forward march, we often find purpose in progress and the realization of future goals. In a forward-moving timeline, we are accustomed to weighing the potential benefits of our actions against the risks and uncertainties they entail. However, in a world where time flows in reverse, the calculus of risk becomes more complex. Actions that once seemed prudent in anticipation of future gains may now carry unforeseen consequences as they ripple backward through time. Now, if time moved backward, what cherished memories would you relive?